Hello, Palia. Hello, Palia. I have microphone now, so sorry for you just tried to join. I have microphone now, so sorry for you just tried to join. I've just been having some technical difficulties. I've just been having some technical difficulties. So I'm just giving it a test here before we get started today. Okay, it sounds like everything's going good. What we are going to be doing today is a little bit different. The patch notes came out today for the Fall Fantasy Home for Harvest 0.197. And every time the patch notes come out, I go through, for those who choose not to read or prefer to listen while driving home from work or whatever, and I read the patch notes. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started with that. Bear with me one moment. Let me just check one thing. Okay, I think we got it working now. Sorry about that. I'm just having technical difficulties left and right today. Okay. All right, let's get started on these patch notes. So, patch notes is 0.197 Fall Fantasy Home for Harvest. At a glance, Happily Ever After begins with the harvest. As autumn golden glow settles over Killama Village, home fills with warmth, gratitude, and a touch of fairy tale magic. Bring the harvest home with decorative crops and enchanting home decorations, and share in the spirit of the season with the Bounty Donation Drive Bundle. Share a seat with your friends in Killama and gather around the hearth for the new community event. The Great Paleo Potluck. Complete your storybook season with the new Premier Cosmetics, Wool Mailbox, Mimic Cells Bin, and your Steadfast Ormu friends. So you're going to bring the harvest home by adorning your plot with the decorative crops and fairy tale inspired walls and floors fit for a charming king. I'm so happy about these decorative crops. Give thanks and give back. The Bounty Donation Drive bundle has arrived on the bulletin board. Sit pretty with your friends with the new interactable benches in Killama Village, and gather around the table with the new community event, the Great Paleo Potlucks. So the bulletin board is the Bounty Donation Drive. Then there is the community event is the Paleo Potluck. Both have cooking in them, but they are two different events. Live your own happily ever after with the new premium cosmetics, Wool Mailbox, Mimic Cells Bin, and Enchanting Landscapes on your loyal Ormu friends, and more. So they actually repeat that at a glance, both in the paragraph form and bulletin points. The new features and updates include the new decorative crops and fairy tale decor. As the harvest winds down and the fields turn golden, there's a new way to celebrate the treasures of the season to your plot. Decorative crops can now be purchased for medals, so that's guild medals, at the Gardening Guild store. Perfect for those who love and the look of thriving fields without using precious gardening plot space. So again, that's Guild Medal store. That would be gardening. That would be, I always say his name wrong. Well, the dad of Palea. And those of you who've been playing a while know who I'm referring to. You can choose from charming planter life variations like cotton, tomatoes, blueberry, apple, pepper, Napa cabbage, and beans. There's also a planter life dirt pile that lets you slot your favorite crops right into it. These decorative crops can also be placed directly into the ground or displayed in the planters and pots introduced in the 0.194 patch, giving you plenty of flexibility for your fantastic fall design. Additionally, the items that go into the flower pots can also be placed into a dirt pile, allowing you for more creative combinations. We hope these new additions will help you bring the beauty of the bountiful season to your plot. Okay, so what they have is the Planter Life cotton, the tomato, blueberry, apple, pepper, Napa cabbage, beans, and the dirt pile. All of these are purchased at the Gardening Guild store using your guild medals, which require you to be at gardening level 10 before you can start earning those on a weekly basis. So if you're not at gardening level 10 and you're new to Palea, please join the Discord. We'd love to help you with that. We can get you get your guild medal coins being earned by getting your level up. Okay. And if your home feels ready for a touch of storybook magic, there's new decor additions have arrived just in time. The floral fantasy and lilac striped wallpaper features soft colors and delicate patterns that fill any space with charm. While the fantasy cottage pearlescent petal floor gleams with intricate iridescent designs that fill your home with warmth and whimsy. There are actually some really pretty floor designs, and I apologize, my technical difficulties are not letting me show the patch notes on screen, but definitely something to look at. Those are all the floral, lilac, fantasy, and pearlescent floors and wallpapers are going to be acquired from the bulletin board. These new decor additions are a perfect way to bring a little sparkle and serenity to your harvest retreat. Now, the bulletin board, the Bounty Donation Drive Bundle, Cheyenne is hosting a special charity drive to celebrate the season of harvest and gratitude and is inviting all Paleans to join in. As fall gives way to chills of winter, you can lend a hand to those who need it most and kill them up by donating to each of the 4 categories of this month's bulletin board. Crops, shelf-stable foods, supplies include fabric, leather, iron bars, etc., and furniture from the Homestead Collection. Tish has a special thank you for those who help out. She will be gifting you the floor and wallpaper for the fairy tale. While these item and bundles and rewards will only be available through this patch, the rewards are planned to return in the future. So join the drive, spread the kindness, and enjoy feeling of giving as the season of thanks draws near. So to reiterate there, once you finish the bulletin board, the 4 different sections of that is when Tish will get you the new wallpapers and new floors that everybody's going to be talking about. So you'll have to get that done first. And if it's anything like last month, you probably have like a little quest where you have to go talk to her afterwards. Interactive furniture items, Killama Village. Sit, stay a while, and soak up the scenery. You can now sit on benches all around Killama and soak in the view. While the sitting functionality is currently only available in Killama, more cozy seating opportunities are placed for other areas in the future, are planned. So pull up a seat, take a site, and benchmark some of the best views in town. So basically, that's just telling you the benches all over Killama. Before, you'd have to jump up and sit Indian style in them or cross-legged. But now you can actually, like on Home Plot, you can walk up to them, click a button, and sit down in them. The Great Palean Potluck Community Feast. It's time to gather around the table, the newest community event. The Great Palean Potluck is upon us. From November 4th through November 11th, so that's 1 week, players can take part in this week-long celebration of food, friendship, and the end of the harvest season. Throughout the event, players across Palea will work together to cook a community-wide goal of 20 million delicious dishes, using ingredients gathered through gardening, foraging, ranching, fishing, hunting, and of course, cooking. Join your friends for cooking parties or whip up your favorite recipes solo and help reach community milestones to unlock snazzy seasonal rewards. Keep an eye out for milestone updates shared across the official Palia Discord server and the social media channels as Palia fills with the scent of celebrations. For more information surrounding the event and its rewards, it does give you a blog you can visit. The Great Palian Potluck is a reminder that the best meals are those cooked with friends and scavenged together. Now, for the potluck, there is a separate link for that outside of the patch notes that was released after the game came back live. It does list it's a pretty long list of qualified dishes. So don't just go and start cooking things. Make sure to glance at that dish and that list and that you're doing dishes on there. As far as cooking, you can cook solo, of course, but parties are always one of my more fun. You're welcome to join us on my Discord, which I shared there. There's also the PaleaParty.app website where you can find a bunch of parties. Paleaholics always has tons of parties going on. You can find them on Discord, as well as the Chaos Crew, which is with Wifey and her hubby. There are going to be so many different places to cook. So go find the community for you and get out there and cook, because 20 million, they've got some really good rewards coming with that. It also mentions that Elderwood OST is available now. Your work and study playlist just even got more fantastical and cozy. So for those of us who have been around for a while, Palia has some soundtracks available out there on vinyl that you can purchase. You can also find them on Spotify. They have the original soundtrack. They now released one that's called Welcome to Elderwood. So that one is now available on Spotify. You can actually listen to it through while you're cooking, if you're cooking on Discord, because you can just throw it on with the music bots. You can also get a physical copy or vinyl. They have a link to that on the patch notes at palia.com. It says, bring the magic of Elderwoods into your world and your cup with the new, moving on. Sometimes you don't separate this. Okay, so bring the magic of Elderwoods into your world and your cup with the new Madrinas collaboration. So if you're newer to Palia, Madrinas does collaborations where you purchase their product, normally a shaker cup and either a fruity drink or a coffee drink, powdered mix. And you get a code that you can then redeem at palia.com to get an in-game plushie. So they have the elderberry lemonade bundle that you can order now, and it includes an in-game fungi plush. So think of the fungi plush that you can already get in-game, the friendship rewards, and through the Zeki Ball machines. But this guy is purple and sparkly and oh so cute. So it says, and you can pre-order now. So it's actually not available just yet, just for pre-order. In collaboration with Madrinas, the Madrinas Fungi plush has been added to the game. While this plushie is currently exclusive to the Madrinas collaboration, the plush will be added as a potential reward in the Zeki machine as early as 0.199 patch. So similar to the Pink Dragon, they released it into the Zeki Ball machine after the promotion with Madrinas. It did have a different in-game name, so you can tell which one was purchased with real life money by purchasing the bundle, or the ones that were gotten out of the Zeki Ball machines later. So if you're trading, know what you're trading for or what you're trading away. And also just know that that will be coming to the machine, because there are some countries that I've heard cannot get some of these Madrinas products. So you still have a chance. You just got to wait a little longer for them. Okay, so improvements and adjustments. Floor decorations, update and improvements. A variety of new items can now be placed on floors. This includes, but not limited to, the Alchemist Cottage deck floor. Okay, so I guess there's a lot of items in game that you cannot place on certain floor types, and they're saying that these things can now be placed on floors, including the Alchemist Cottage, which is the newest building line. It mentions the makeshift clothesline, outhouse, pergola, patio umbrella, and trellis. So that's really cool, especially with the new Alchemist Cottage deck floor, because that pergola would be really cool on the second story. The Spring Fever curved lamp, short lamp, pergola, small lights, medium lights, large lights, and swing. Now, the small lights, medium, and large lights, those are the lights up on the poles. So now we'll be able to move those onto flooring, which is great. I don't know if it's just in the Alchemist. It says it includes but not limited to, so it doesn't specify. We were just talking, me and Outcast were just talking about that. So that means that these lights will now hopefully be able to go inside all the houses, and we'll be able to use them similar to Christmas lights. It does also mention the summer stripe umbrella, the Lily Rattan umbrella, the Umbran swing couch, the Umbran trellis, the cozy camp canopy, and the rancher's hay bale stack. I'm really ecstatic about some of those because like the couches and the umbrellas and the swings will look really good as decor on furniture, as like furniture in a house. And then the hay roll stack, I know some people have turned their Alchemist sets into barns. So being able to set that hay bale is going to be a really cool improvement. And so it says, happy decorating. Now, the premium store update, November 4th, you're able to get the new Forest Fantasy outfit for 3,400 Paleo coins. You can also get the Rogue Warrior for 1,275 coins each, or 2,550 coins for the set. And then it looks like that one actually might have some kind of hoodie on it, but I'm not sure. It's got something interesting on the little side picture here, so I'll have to go in the premium store and check that out here in a minute. They also added a new emote. I don't know if you guys saw the pumpkin and the original boombox emote, which I'm absolutely loving. You sit down and it plays music. Now, I do wish they followed my feedback and actually gave those to us where we could listen to it throughout, not just through an emote, but at least it's a start. It says let the golden gleam of your voice soar through the crisp air. The emote invites you to regale friends with a tune that feels like a fairy tale come to life. It's the first emote with multiple song versions based on what you're wearing, turning every performance into a magical moment. If you use the emote without wearing the Rapunzel, the new outfit from the premium store, it will play the music only version. If you have the torso piece equipped, the emote will play the hummed version. Wearing the full outfit will trigger the full lyric versions, and it does list the full lyrics to the song on the patch notes if you want to take a look at that. No, I am not going to put y'all through me singing because trust me, you don't want that. So a new sales bin has been added to the premium store. It is available immediately as well. It's a Mimic sales bin for 850 coins. It's actually quite large. So it looks like that Mimic pet that was added to the premium shop a couple updates back, but it's huge and it replaces your storage bin. They also have a wool mailbox, which is a really cute little mailbox with an owl on it for 850 coins. Now, from what I'm understanding, when you purchase these mailbox and shipping bin skins, you'll purchase them in the premium store. You're not going to go into the housing menu to put those into place like you would your houses and stuff. You'll actually go into the menu where you would put the skins for like the different plots, the Halloween plot and stuff like that. So you'll go in there to equip that. A little trick we found out after the fact. And they've also added the Ormu pet for 1,275 Paleo coin. Now remember, this is just for you to have the Ormu pet. They also have a Ormu handling license for 2,550 coins, so it is more. However, that one will allow you to bring one of your Ormus from your ranch out. So if you have some really cool looking specialty characteristic Ormus, that might be the way to go. With the Ormu pet for the 1,275, you get a chocolate, an ashen, or an Arctic Ormu. They also added a new glider. The glider is 850, as well as tool skins. These are 850 as well. And a new landscape has been added as well, the Ever After Lake. So let's take a quick look at some of those since I am on screen instead of reading this through mobile. So this is a new outfit. I don't know, Bramzu, I cannot say her name. But anyway, so the outfit is actually really pretty. So this is the one that the new music emote is going to work with. And then this is the new Rogue Warrior one. I'm not sure there what's going on with this outfit. If you look there, it's, oop, hold on, let's find it. Okay, so this outfit comes in 3, 6, 9 colors. It's really pretty. I like the hair. I really kind of want the hair. But that seems to be the case with all the high-end outfits. I pretty much want the hair. And then the Rogue Warrior. Okay, so I want to see what this one is because in the image it kept showing something with like a hoodie on it, but I'm not seeing that. So I'm not really sure. A rugged wrap, weathered leather, and an air of danger fit for any Bahari Bay bounty are laid in the underground black market. And it comes, yeah, I'm not really sure what that was showing on the picture. Okay, and then for the new pet, let's see. There's your new Ormus. That would be these guys here. And then here's your new Mimic bin. So it looks like that previous pet. And then there's your mailbox. And then the Ever After Lake, this is what that one looks like. It's the one from the release video for the update. It looks really cool. It looks like it's a lot of green like most of them, but the background's different and it's got some pretty things going on there. I kind of really like that little cloud thing. And they've got the castle in the background there. So, and then the new tool skins are this one. And it looks like it comes with everything. So it's one for every piece, each tool. Sometimes you'll get some that are only like 1 or 2 pieces. Here's the new emote. So this is the one that they were talking about, depending on what of that first outfit with the long hair you had, what it would do. Different music sounds. One part would be humming, one part would be the sounds, and one would be full lyrics. So for our guys, once again, sorry, you can get the music box, but unless you buy the outfit, it won't do some of the special features. And then there was a new, and I'm not seeing it here, there was a new umbrella as well, but I'm not seeing it. Hold on. I'm looking for it, guys. I'm not seeing it right offhand. It may not be available. There it is. And then there's the new umbrella or glider. So this would replace your glider. And like I said, I love the hair. I want the hair. See, what I don't like this one here, if you're watching the preview, if I can get my controller to work. I'm about to buy something I don't want to buy, ain't I? This one here, you guys see the little picture on the right there? I don't know what that's about because it has nothing to do with the outfit. So I'm not really sure. I'm sure I'm missing something. Unless that's telling you that's what the hair's like. Do you get that hair with it as a newer option? I don't know. I can't figure that out. But yeah, so that is the patch notes reading for today. Thank you everybody for coming and listening. Again, I'm sorry that it's not showing the full thing, but I'm hoping that this will help some of you who are on the way home and just dying to know what's going on so that you can listen. Or for anybody who may not want to read the notes, they can go and listen to them later. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and log off for today. I am going to raid real quick. It looks like I got a couple of people here. I'm just going to shoot over to Wifey. I believe I saw her going online around the same time. So if you still want to get your drops, there are drops right now that just came out. So I'm going to send you over to Wifey so you can start getting those. And I'm sure I'll be streaming probably tomorrow as well for drops if anybody wants to join me. All right, guys, I'm going to rate her in 3, 2, 1. Hi, Wifey.